Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video we are doing a what you're working on Wednesday. Yes, now before we get started, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this video. So I set up all my what you're working on Wednesdays the same. I'm gonna give you that table of content. I'm gonna tell you what I worked on this week. I'm also gonna tell you what's coming up this upcoming week. I'm also gonna tell you the Joanns pattern sale as well. Now, this upcoming week, we did not have any pattern sales from last Thursday to today. So I don't have any patterns to show you that I picked up last week because I didn't pick up any. So let's go ahead and get right on into what I sewn this week. Okay, so this week I sewn what I have on today, which is Simplicity 8221, which I will also put up on the screen. So this is a Mimi G dress. I think the pattern came out in like pre-fall 2016, I believe. I can't remember, to be honest with you, of when it came out, but this is an older pattern. I don't think you can actually pick it up in stores anymore, like in Joanns or anything. So you will have to either pick it up from eBay, Etsy, or Amazon if you would like this pattern. Once again, it's Simplicity 8221. Now, let me tell you the likes and dislikes about this dress. I love the plaid. So this is a flannel fabric that I picked up from Joanns in this fabric. I love the plaid. The matching of the plaid was not hard to do whatsoever. I know I've been asked many of times, how do I cut plaid? I will do a quick and easy tutorial of how I cut plaid. I'm not gonna do a full-blown tutorial, but I can show you how I cut plaid to match and pair and make sure that everything match, your sleeves, your front and your back match, to where you don't have that shifting going on with your plaid and it just looks tacky or anything. So I will show that in a video when I make something that's plaid, but it will not be a full-blown tutorial or sew along on how to match plaid. So that's the first thing that well, this is the only thing that I sewn this week, is this dress. Now, I love the placket area. Now, to be honest, when I first picked up the pattern, I loved the dress. Then a few years later, I did not like the dress. I just figured that the placket area was just a little weird for my body type. Then a couple of years went by and I was like, you know what? I want a shirt dress. Let me find a pattern for a shirt dress that I want to do. Well, the thing about this shirt dress is I was looking for something that was one, easy, had some buttons, had some to it, and had kind of like a bodycon tapered pencil style skirt, but nothing that was A-line and flared away from the body, because sometimes A-line skirts for myself can look like I have a lot of badonkadonk, if you know what I mean. And yes, I have that, but that's not what, I'm trying to show or anything. So I just like to be well put together and not add fabric around the hips or waist area to make you look bigger than what you are. So you have to know what to do for your body measurements, which is something that's kind of like a, what's the word I want to use? It's kind of like a trial and error. You have to know, basically play with fabrics to see what goes well with your body type. All right, so that's what I didn't want to do. So I knew that I pulled out several shirt dress patterns, McCall's, Butterick, Simplicity. I also pulled out a quick sew pattern, and out of all the ones that I pulled quickly, this was the one that I came up with. So I love the placket. I love the bottom portion of the dress as well. Now, what are the things that I did not like? One of the things that I did not like about this pattern is it did not have pockets. Like, why do I have to draft and add my own pockets onto the dress? I don't know. I'm just going to say that Mimi must have forgot to put pockets in this shirt dress pattern. But then again, in her defense, I will say that she probably left it off because it's a bodycon style to where it's more fitted than away from the body. So I wanted pockets, so I added the pockets in. I also did another modification by adding belt loops on the side to keep my tie belt onto my dress. I can't stand tying my tie belt onto the hanger every time I hang my dresses up. So I just like to add that tie belt. And if you do not know how to make your own belt loops to put your tie belt through, I do have a tutorial where I drafted my own belt loops, and you can look up here in order to see how to do, 2 belt loops on the side. You can do 3 if you choose, but 2 to 3 belt loops on the side, 2 on the sides, 1 in the back, to keep your tie belt onto your dress to where you don't have to keep hanging it. Just basically just put it on the hanger and tie it to stay in place. So I did that as well. Those were the only 2 modifications that I did to this pattern outside of the normal, sizing the pattern up to fit my bust, waist, and hip measurement. But outside of that, I didn't do any other dramatic changes or anything to the pattern. All right, so now that I talked about what I sewed this week, let's go ahead and get into what's coming up this upcoming week. All right, so what's coming up this upcoming week? I want to sew the next 3-piece set. However, because we're getting towards the end of the month, I will not be doing that as a 3-piece set because I did start cutting it out. And one thing that I noticed is I do not have enough fabric for the pants. So the pattern that I want to use is Simplicity 8178. And I was going to use the rest of the pattern, rest of the fabric that I used for some trousers that I made back towards the end of the summer using Vogue 8883, which I'll go ahead and put a picture up right here. So I used this fabric and I guess I underestimated how much I had left. So when I cut out the bodice and the pants, I did not have enough for me to cut out the back pattern piece of the pants. So what I did was, oh my goodness, I literally had to improvise. I had a little bit left, enough for a skirt, and the skirt is cut on the fold and you have to cut 2. So I had to take up the length of the skirt by like 4 inches in order to cut. So I was able to do that. I have not started sewing the dress together, but that is one thing that's coming up. So I had to switch the fabrics that I wanted to use. So it will not be a 3-piece set because I just do not think that a polka dot, butterfly, and Cara print fabric will be amazing in a jumpsuit. Now, the wrap dress, yes, but the wrap jumpsuit, no, not really. So I'm not gonna do that as a 3-piece set, and I want to finish sewing up the rest of my November makes. So I'm just scratching that. So I do have the dress left that I'm going to finish working on Black Friday because I don't have any more work to do the rest of the week. So I'm gonna work on that Black Friday after coming back from shopping, and then Saturday I want to work on something else. I'm not sure what yet, but I want to work on something else. I'll probably just take out some scrap fabrics because so I think Saturday what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start working on my quilt that I want to make with all my scrap and Cara fabric and make those pieces 5 by 5 inch squares. I have a lot of leftover Cara fabric. Now it's not a lot to make anything with other than like a quilt or, basically piece all of my scraps together and make kind of like a patchwork jacket or something like that. But on this one, I want to make a quilt. So I'll be cutting them in 5 by 5 inch squares like on Saturday, and then probably take the whole month of December and sew that together. So that's something else that I want to do. So that's the only thing that's coming up this week is the dress, which is Simplicity 8178. All right, so now that I talked about what's coming up this upcoming week, let's go ahead and talk about the Joanns pattern sale that's coming up this week. All right, so I have not received my Joanns sales flyer for this week, but come on, what's new? It's been what, 2 weeks since I actually received it on time. You know, Joanns is playing with me, but I'm not mad because I have insiders at Joanns that can easily tell me what the pattern sale may be. So I did go on, I think it's blackfriday2021.com. I think it's the website, but if I'm incorrect, I will definitely put the link below in the description box below and on the screen in order for you to check that out. But Joanns does have a pattern sale. The pattern sale will start today, which is Wednesday, November the 24th. So I'm recording this very early in the morning. So it will start Wednesday, and I think that the sale starts, I believe Wednesday is what the ad said. I believe so. All right, so Wednesday is when the sale starts, which is today. And I think what that entails is that it will go all the way up until the 2nd. All the sales will go until the 2nd. Now, I will correct myself if I'm not correct. Now, the pattern sale itself will start Wednesday and end Sunday. So I did see that Simplicity and Quick Sew will be on sale for 99 cents. I also have an insider who works for Joanns that told me that Butterick will be on sale starting on Wednesday, which is today, and will go until Sunday as well. Now, that is one of those things where it is not in the sale ad on blackfriday.com for the Joanns ad. Butterick is not in there. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I am so waiting on a McCall sale. So we have had Simplicity and Quick Sew patterns on sale 2 to 3 weeks in a row. Besides last week. The week before was Simplicity. The week before that was Simplicity. When can we get a Vogue, Butterick, or McCall sale? Do y'all hear me, Joanns? All right, so we need a McCall sale. If you guys look at Hobby Lobby, which I tend to forget to look at the Hobby Lobby sale, please send it to me. Let me know if there's any patterns on sale. I could add it in towards the end and put it in the description box below if there are any pattern sales for Hobby Lobby. All right, so now that I talked about the Joanns pattern sale, which is Simplicity and Quick Sew 99 cents, which will run from today, Wednesday, November 24th, and in Sunday, the 28th of November. All right. So this is just in that Ellie and Mac from dlwrules.com have free patterns as well as $1 PDF patterns. So head over to dlwrules.com in order to get those PDF patterns for free or for $1. So don't forget to check that out as well. Also, Butterick is on sale. I do not know the price, but I believe it's $1.99 at Joanns starting today, Wednesday, November 24th, and will go to Sunday as well. Now, that is one of those ones I don't want to say that it is on sale. I don't know if it's by a region. It's just one of my insiders who actually works for Joanns confirmed that with me that it will start Wednesday, November 24th, today, for Butterick. So if there's Butterick patterns that you want to pick up, go to Joanns and get that. If they're not on sale, make sure that someone from Joanns scanned to make sure that it's on sale before you pile up your cart with a whole bunch of Butterick patterns and then they're not on sale. My Joanns will be doing it because I confirmed that. All right. So I think that's it as far as the Joanns sale ads go on. And that's all that I have for you in this episode of What You're Working On Wednesday. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So until next time, keep sewing.